And I want you to remember that every single time you're thinking about a specific person, you're giving them your energy. And my energy personally is expensive. I can't be thinking about somebody all the time because why would I want that they benefit from my energy so much? Your time in life is precious. And instead of pouring your energy into them, how about you start to pour all this energy back into yourself? I was yesterday having a very interesting conversation with my friend where she was asking me, what do you do if somebody is kind of stuck in your head and you feel like you can't 100% move on from them? Number one, I am always busy. I always have things to do, so I physically don't have the time to think about somebody who's not useful in my life. Second of all, I always understand, что Бог не делает кто к лучшему. I always believe that if there is a person who walks away out of my life, God did me a favor, because why would I want to hold somebody in my life that doesn't want to be in my life? If a person is in my life, I'm very grateful for them. But if at some point somebody decides that they don't want to be in my life, well, I will not hold on to them. Especially what I love to do when it comes to a specific guy, for instance, I love to do energy cord cutting. When I realized that there are some bonds, energetic bonds, that are still holding me to the person, I simply visualize this person coming and sitting next to me, and I am telling this person, all the energy that I gave to you, all my feminine energy returns back to me, and all your masculine energy returns back to you. I am grateful for the experience that we shared together. I am grateful for all the emotions that we shared. But from now on, no karmic bond is holding us anymore together. You can literally Google a video about energetic cord cutting and you will find it. And whenever you do that, you fully feel like this person is out of your system. Because if you're constantly thinking about someone, that's because they're somehow still in your body and you didn't fully release them. Even if you were not with a person in a relationship, you can meet a person and still have a karmic and energetic bond to them. So that's also what I always love to do. Second of all, if I think about somebody in the evening, for instance, and I am contemplating, should I text them, should I not text them? My mom always taught me that if you still feel like texting the person in the morning, go ahead and do so. But if it's just an urge that you get at night, don't do it. And guess what? Every time I thought about a guy in the evening, I never thought about him in the morning. And you know what that shows? That shows that it's your ego, and that's not love. Because if you truly love a person, you will also think about them during the day and not somehow after a certain period of time when it gets dark outside. That's why I don't personally like to do things for the plot. But I don't think that there is a right or wrong thing. If you're thinking for several days whether you should text the guy or not text the guy, I don't think that you will seem like a loser if you text the guy. It's all about the energy that you have when you text somebody. You can text the guy first and have the energy of like, I'm that boss bitch, and he will not think that you're a loser because you know exactly who you are, and that's also the energy that you transmit. In some cases, actually, if you're thinking about doing something for a long period of time, you might as well just do it and get it over with and never think about it again. There has been times where I thought about doing something and I was like, fuck it, let me just do it and I will see how it goes. And once I did it, I never thought about it ever again. So I don't think when it comes to these interpersonal relationships that there is a right or wrong thing. You just have to truly do it the way you feel like it. But especially when it comes to any man in my life, I will never be sad, be depressed over a man. Yeah, I will let myself feel my emotions. I'm not telling you that you should neglect yourself and not feel your emotions truly. I do give myself time. I always stick by the rule that let yourself be sad for 24 hours. Let yourself process the emotions the way you want to for one whole day, and then let it go and move on with your life. Because in reality, before you met this man, you lived perfectly fine without him, right? Because you didn't even know him. Was your life terrible before him? Absolutely not. So if you were perfectly fine living life without him before, why do you think that suddenly you can't live without him? There's always better out there. And if a certain person is not anymore in your life, that's for the best. That's because you already learned everything that you had from that person, and now it's time to move on. And whenever somebody is leaving your life, you just need to thank God, to thank the universe. And once you focus more on yourself, once you stop looking outwards and focus inwards on the true important aspects of your life, such as your goals, achieving your dreams, you will see how you will not even think about them because you have too many other things going on in your life. You know, sometimes girls tell me the revenge that they're planning to get on the guy, and I'm like, honey, the biggest revenge that I am taking is upgrading so hard that the only place where you will ever see me is your For You page. I mean, you know what I mean? That's the true ambitions that you need to have in your life. So let yourself free. Don't ever get headache over a man. Live life, focus on the most important aspects, and stay detached, truly, because you here are the prize. You here are the boss bitch. You here are the one that he will never find again because there's no one out there with your energy, with your authenticity, with your energy, with your charisma. You're not losing out on anyone. He looks like a rat and you look like a queen. So with that being said, stop being sad and enjoy your day. Bye.